Hi everyone. Today our objective is to write a letter to a subject of our choice using specific details. Specific details are names of people, places, and things, also known as proper nouns. When we use the specific name of a person, place, or thing, we capitalize those letters in those names. Numbers and dates can also be specific details as well. When we start writing a letter, the very first part of our letter is called the heading, and that's where we give the month, day, and year, specific details of when we're writing this letter. So when I start writing my letter, the month is April, capital A for April. The day is the 21st, and then a comma separates the day from the year, and the year is 2020. So already I know I have a specific detail. The next part of writing a letter is called the greeting, meaning the recipient. Who are we writing this letter to? I'm writing a friendly letter, and most friendly letters start with the word dear. But now I need to think of who my recipient is going to be. Who am I writing this letter to? And you know what? I'm that crazy dog person. I'm going to write a letter to my dog. So my dog's name is Marley. I need to capitalize M in Marley because that's the specific name of who I am writing to. And then it's followed by a comma. The next part of our letter is the biggest part of our letter. It's called the body of the letter. And that's where we give the recipient, in this case Marley, our message. So following the same convention that we do when we write a paragraph, we always want to indent. And I'm going to start, because this is a friendly letter, I'm going to start by telling Marley I love our, walks. And I have to be careful using that word because if he hears it, he's going to come running and thinking that we're going to go for one right now, and we're not. I love our walks too. We go somewhere very specific. It's called Lake Roberta, so I have to capitalize the L in Lake and the R in Roberta. Every evening. And I could be even more specific to Marley and to you all as the learners of this lesson for specific details at 7 p.m. And what Marley knows is that is sharp. Right at 7 p.m. we go. Sharp. End of my complete thought. So I put a period. And then I know, and remember, I'm writing to Marley. So when I say you, I'm talking to Marley. I know you love them too. By the way, Marley does this crazy thing when he knows it's that time. He'll start spinning in circles. By the way you spin, in circles. And he can barely sit still when we're going and getting ready to go for the walk, or in this case, I'm going to refer to it as the W because he gets too excited about that word. You spin in circles and can hardly sit still as I put on your, and it's collar and leash. End of my complete thought, so I could put a period right there. But now I need to move into a little bit more of this letter because there's a little bit of a however. However, there are some basic, I'm going to call them manners, like how we are polite and how we treat each other. Basic manners we need to discuss. Because even though Marley loves the W, doesn't always mean he's the most well-behaved. So let's see, it is, and I'm going to put it in all capital letters, not appropriate to bark. And he barks hysterically, not in the funny haha way, but like he's going crazy. It is not appropriate to bark hysterically at other dogs and people And I can be specific because we take a certain street down to Lake Roberta on Clifton Avenue. End of my complete thought. And then I put a period, and then there's another basic manner. So I can transition by saying also, comma, the variety of birds, because there's all different birds where we go, the variety of birds and squirrels at the lake. Remember, because now that's where we're going, at the lake, are, and again, I'm going to put in all capital letters, are not toys. End of my complete thought. So I'm going to say, please stop chasing them and dragging me along with you. Dragging me along with you. Those are his two biggest issues when we go walking, but I'm going to end my letter by saying, but sweet Marley, comma, I know with time your manners will improve. Your manners, will improve. End of my complete thought, end of my friendly letter. So the only thing I have to do now is to close it. And there's two last parts to a letter. The first part is called the closing. And that's where, because this is a friendly letter, I could say your friend, I could say love. And because Marley is my dog, I love him. So I'm going to write the word love. And I am that crazy dog person. So to Marley, I am Ma. So that's the end of my friendly letter to my dog Marley. Specific details right here. I have my date, which is also the heading. I'm writing to Marley. He's a specific detail. We went to Lake Roberta. The time, 7 p.m. sharp. These are all examples of specific details. Happy writing!